Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I normally don't upload on Tuesdays anymore, it just doesn't work with my schedule, but today I wanted to do a Tea Time Tuesday video in honor of it being my YouTube anniversary, and I'm launching my new blog, which has been a very long time coming, and I want to kind of give you a background of everything and why I'm doing this. But first, I'm drinking the organic ginger turmeric herbal tea from Trader Joe's. If you're new to my channel, I used to upload on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, and we would do Tea Time Tuesday where we share in the comments what we're drinking. So if you would like to share what you're drinking for Tea Time Tuesday, then let me know in the comments below, or you can use the hashtag on social media. I still like reading those when I see them from time to time. But I'm drinking this out of my Minnie Mouse mug because my very first video that I uploaded on YouTube was a Minnie Mouse Halloween tutorial. Now this was back in 2010. So this was before YouTube had description boxes under the videos. They were on the side. I don't know if any of you remember this. You could only upload a video if it were 10 minutes or less. So that video that I uploaded was exactly 10 minutes. I edited it using Windows Movie Maker, and I actually filmed it in my in-laws' guest bedroom because Matt and I were living with them at the time. We had just moved back from Orlando the first time we lived here, and I started working in the beauty industry again, and I thought that it would be a fun way to share and connect with people who were like me and liked makeup and fashion and things like that. But I actually started online with blogging. I had a blog called Style Frenzy on Blogspot back in 2006 when I was going to the Art Institute for Fashion. I went to the Art Institute for Fashion and Retail Management, and I started that blog just to kind of, I don't know, talk about the things that I was learning and just explore different trends and things. And it was much different from the way fashion blogs are now. It was more talking about different trends and making more collages. It wasn't like a personal fashion blog. It was a little bit different. And I don't really know what happened to that website. I found a Style Frenzy blog, but it wasn't mine. So someone has carried that name on and they're still using it, which I think is really cool. I must have stopped doing it when I started work. Flash forward to 2010, and I was at my in-laws sitting. I remember the spot that I was sitting in. I was looking at Lush online, looking at the different bath bombs, and I saw a video review. So I clicked on it and it took me to YouTube, and it was a video put up by Elle Fowler, and I watched her review of Lush products, and I immediately knew that I wanted to be involved in the community and share the things that I was learning and also learn from people on YouTube as well. So that's when I decided to create my channel, which I called Glamour Wonderland, and I also created a blog to go with it hand in hand. And that blog I continued to do until they merged with Google+. I think somehow Blogspot got taken over, and I purchased the domain name, the .com, through Blogspot. So it was glamourwonderland.com, and it deleted. Somehow with the merge, it completely deleted. I tried emailing Google. I tried so many things. I spent an entire week frantically trying to get my blog back because everything was gone. All of my posts, everything. And this was after a couple of years into doing it, which was really upsetting. And now even when I think about it, I get really upset because I had a lot of information and a lot of things that I'd worked really hard on there. So with my first makeup tutorial, I had a DIY Minnie Mouse ears that I did that went along with the video. And then after that, I started to upload more consistently. And then when I was working, my schedule was off. So I haven't always been consistent on YouTube for 7 years. I did take a few breaks. Last year, I actually took a 6-month break from everything social media. I was kind of, when I went back to school to become a health coach, which if you're new to my channel, I went back to school in 2015 to become a certified health coach. I really wanted to do that because I was starting to talk about health tips and doing some more recipes on my channel, which I love doing, but I felt like in order for me to talk about those things, I didn't want to not have a certification or not have the education for it. And I know that wasn't really that necessary, but for me, it was important. And so I went back to school for that. I stopped creating content for a channel called Polish that I used to be part of. And because of that, my content started to become more health focused. I was completely immersed in the space, and a part of me went away, and I kind of stopped exploring the beauty and fashion world as much. And I would have friends call me and ask me, hey, have you heard of this product? And I'm like, I have no idea. I know I used to be up on everything, but it just kind of all went away. And last year around May, I just felt like part of me was missing, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. And I decided that I needed to take a break and figure out what was going on with me and why I just didn't feel like I was being true to myself completely. And so I took a 6-month break from everything online, all social media. Matt and I moved to Orlando. A lot of different changes were going on in my personal life. And then in December, I went and stayed with my sister and brother-in-law in New York. And I was actually originally going there to work at like a seasonal job at a boutique, diptyque boutique in Soho that my cousin was the manager of, just because I missed the retail space during the holiday season. I know it's crazy, but if you've worked retail in the holiday, it is insane, crazy hours. People are just not very friendly. But then you have really cool experiences where you get to wrap gifts and you feel like an elf because you're helping people find their Christmas gift. And it was something that I missed. I missed the rush of that. So I was going to work part-time there when I was in New York, but I ended up missing Matt and my dog Mickey way too much while we were gone. So I decided to cut it short, and I was only there for 3 weeks. But during that 3 weeks, I had an opportunity to go to YouTube Space and take classes. And even though I hadn't uploaded in 5 months at the time, I knew that I was going to come back. I knew that this wasn't the end for me. I just needed to find myself. And one of the classes that I took was the Makeup Forever beauty production class. It was put on by Makeup Forever. And I remember feeling kind of like an imposter when I walked in, even though that's where I got my start online. That's where most of my job experiences has been in cosmetics. And I didn't feel like I belonged because I felt like I had gotten so far out of things. When I walked in, it just completely sparked that side of me again, and that passion of mine, and I knew that that was what was missing. I knew that I wanted to explore it further and start to introduce that back on through my content. So that motivated me to begin again on my channel. Recently, if you've noticed, I've been exploring that side of me again, and I started to do it a little bit at the beginning of the year, but I felt like, I don't know, I had a lot of people say things to me and comments about how you can't be a health coach and into healthy things if you like makeup, and it's contradicting because of some of the things that are used in cosmetic products. And I understand that, but at the same time, for me personally, beauty has always been one of my biggest passions. And I don't want to let that side of me die out of fear or out of, other people's opinion. If you have someone in your life telling you who you should be or who you shouldn't be who you are, stay true to your passions. Don't let anyone influence you, because you will never be happy if you're living for someone else or to please other people. That's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned in my life, is you have to please yourself first. And it may hurt people along the way, but you have to take care of yourself. You have to do and pursue the things that make you feel happiest. And that has been the biggest lesson that I've learned since being online, and that is why I created my blog. So I am in the middle of creating a health coaching website that will be separate from this. So I'm still going to have that side of things if you're interested in that. I'm going through some legal things right now, nothing bad. But my blog is just a little bit of everything. On my blog, I'll have fashion and beauty and life tips, personal growth, experiences that I've gone through, things that I've learned, and it's just a fun place for me to share when Matt and I go to different places around Disney and food that we try. And I just want it to be where I can do anything and a little bit of everything. So that's why I created it. I'm so excited about it. It's still shannonhsullivan.com, so it's under the same name as my health coaching site. My health coaching site will now be under a different name. The name is the reason why I can't tell you what it is right now, because I'm trademarking it. But I'm so excited about this new chapter, and if you watched my video I did in January about setting goals for the year, my word for this year was renew, because I knew going into this year I really wanted to focus on renewal. and renewing the side of me that I kind of pushed down, you know, whether it just happened over time. I wanted to renew that side of me again. And this blog is that. It's me focusing on my renewal and getting back into writing, which is something that I really liked. Like I said, I started blogging. That's how I got my start online. I love writing. So I'm excited to share this in a different way. My channel's not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop doing YouTube or anything like that, but this is just another outlet, another creative outlet for me. But I wanted to say too, if you have been supporting me, no matter if you're new, if you just subscribed to my channel yesterday, if you're just watching this video for the first time, thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't be where I am now if it weren't for you guys. I appreciate every single comment, every single subscriber, every single thumbs up or like on Instagram, every message, every email, every tweet. Everything means so much to me. I don't take any of it for granted, and I love and appreciate all of you. I wish so bad. One thing that I've never done is a meetup, and one day I want to organize a meetup so that way we can all get together and talk about Disney and tea and fun things. So one day I will plan to do a meetup. I don't really logistically know how all of that kind of stuff works, but I just want to say thank you guys. I feel so honored to be able to do this, and thank you for supporting me on this entire journey. I know it's kind of been a little bit up and down and different things, and I've explored and tried new things along the way, but hopefully now you kind of have an understanding of where I have come from, what I'm doing, and what I'm planning to do for the future. So I love you guys. Thanks again for your support. I will put a link in in the cards. I don't know which side it goes on, for my blog if you want to go and check it out. I'll also put a link in the description box. But that is it. I will see you in my next video. Bye.